Salut les amis, je suis votre host, Alistair. Okay, 2024 is here. I have a small little update to give you. Not much has changed, but I think it's important for me to bring this up to you. Alright, here is the main change. The first one is my mortgage went up. yeah, it happens. So we went from $1,098.19 to $1,114.92. Now, it may not seem like a lot, but here is how that changes my operating cost for the year from an operational standpoint. From $13,178.28 to $13,379.04. Now, it's $200 and change difference. I'm a little puerile because as I'm looking at the number $200, what goes to my mind is, oh, here goes the cleaning perk. And so, to make more sense to you, in the last video I mentioned that with all my tenants, I have what I call a tenant value perk. In other words, if you pay your rent on time, and you don't have frivolous damages like, oh my god, the boiler is broken, and the next month the fridge is broken, like if it's not crazy, then you move up in what I call a tenant perk. And so for the first year, if everything is okay, your yearly property inspection goes from twice a month to once a month. And then in the second year, everything is okay, then I cover a full house clean on my dime. Send my team over there and they clean your house spot clean on me. And then for the third year, if you have the good tenancy, then your perk goes up where you get that cleaning twice a year. Now you might say to yourself, oh my god, why do you do that? You know, like it's a tenant, they're supposed to do all this stuff. Now listen, I'm a little bit different than your typical investor. I do things very differently. And one thing that I understand is that as a landlord, it's a relationship with my tenant. It's a business relationship, but it's a relationship. These perks are not in the lease, so I don't have to give them to them. I don't have to do it at all. It's not even written anywhere. I'll just call you and be like, do you want the cleaning? Yeah, all right, on me. That's how it's done. So there's nothing on paper, nothing in writing. It's just I keep mental notes of it. But the most important thing, it creates a very important rapport. And I've told you that I price my properties higher than the market. Now, for the simple reason is that I provide value. Simple as that. If you are one of my tenants and you are a good tenant, I'm taking care of you. I've had no complaints, and if anything, it's actually made them more proactive to let me know what is going on ahead of time. There's no secrets, there's no hiding, there's no nothing. I've had no problem except for that one property that I'm describing you. Like, it's been very good business practice. It was $18.50 in 2022. In 2023, we brought it up to $19.55. Now it's 2024, and I've decided not to raise the rent. And I'll explain to you why. And the reason why I decided not to raise the rent is because that guy in there, absolutely stellar. Absolutely amazingly stellar. The property inspection was done. Nothing. Even my inspector, I've had for quite a few years, told me like this guy pretty much doesn't live here. It seems like it's as pristine as ever, and I'm so pleased, and I don't want to lose him. Sure, my mortgage went up by $200 a year. I will eat that. I will eat that for a person who's gonna pay me $19.55 and not give me any headache at all, and I can literally sleep sound, and I know he's taking care of this property. Matter of fact, and I don't know if he has a girlfriend or whatnot, but there's a flower bed, or maybe he does it. There's a flower bed. He has his outdoor dining table al fresco. I've sent my cleaning crew there and I asked them a few questions, he turned the basement into like a TV room. He turned the utility room into his gym. He has the office upstairs. It's a 3-bedroom house. One of the bedrooms is a full office with a pull-out bed. He has his master bedroom. One of the other room he turned into a full closet. He has outdoor dining. It's open. So the parking spot, we don't have. There's no garage, but you park the car inside the backyard, but it's completely enclosed. So you have your backyard. You have the backyard seating, the garden, and your car. There's a concrete slab that books the car, and like it's just pristine. The tree. I mean, stunning. Absolutely stunning. I mean, the house looks exactly almost the way we left it when we rented it, and he's been living there for quite a few years. Yeah. So, no rent increase, and furthermore, I'm not even gonna tell him. I'm just gonna keep quiet. I'm gonna let him live his life. I think it's important that I definitely don't cross that line of like friends, because he's not my friend. He is a client. It's a business relationship. So as much as I'm so excited, and I've spoken to him, and he's very cool, and and I met his girlfriend. Like I think it's the girlfriend, but very cool. But he's not my friend, and we're about the same age. And so as much as I want to be like, hey, you want to hang out with my spouse and the kids? No, it's a business relationship, and so I'm not gonna tell him there's a rent increase. I'm just gonna let it be. If he asks, I'm just gonna say no, there's no rent increase, and let him live his life. I'm super excited. 2024, what a big different story from 2021. I'm going to share with you once I get a few, maybe later down the month. I need to get some more rental income to give you an update on how this year is going to look like. But it took me 4 years to get my money back. Insane. That's it. Very small update, very short update, but I thought that was very cool and funny that my yearly mortgage went up by $200, which is the tenant perk. And I was like, oh, here goes the tenant perk. I just found that funny, and I put on the camera and recorded and started laughing. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. You have no idea. Don't forget to press like, subscribe, and of course, I am your host, Alistair.